8 a.m. this Saturday morning, May 9th, 2026. We're out here in the woods, of course, to take care of business this morning. Got quite a few cats that are that are at my feet this morning. We've also got these guys here. They were up at the feeding tree already this morning, and now they're waiting on me as well. I've got a couple of things I want to bring to the table this morning, but we gotta take care of business first, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and continue doing that. I still have the other birds to take care of as well. And these guys are waiting patiently, or these ladies are waiting patiently. So hey, now let's behave. So we'll go ahead, take care of business, and we shall return. Well, we've only got these four, I guess. I don't know where the rest of the ladies are, but at least we got them taken care of now. Got the cats fed. They're still munching and crunching. And yeah, others are still on standby, as well anymore they all feel that they need their own pile of food, if you will. Yeah, we do have sort of somewhat sunny skies, and we'll go further into that momentarily. But I am going to head on up, feed the birds real quick. Alrighty, the birds have been fed. Now we can go ahead and get to some sky observations here this morning. So yeah, got a little bit of a mixture today. Partly sunny, partly cloudy, right? And of course, partly cloudy. Okay, right? And well, first and foremost, yeah, rough morning this morning. I think I've been out under this fall out from these operations just a little too much here recently. I woke up this morning, man, my nose was just completely plugged up. Got a headache. Still suffering from a slight headache, and I am not prone to headaches. I'm feeling a little lethargic. But let's go ahead and, well, it seems how we're looking at the skies. Let's talk about the skies here momentarily. With the release of these declassified UFO files, what a joke. What I've seen so far, it is what I've seen for, well, for the extent of my life. I've already seen everything that they are releasing in some form, fashion, or manner. Okay? No new revelations, as far as I'm concerned. Even this, now, a lot of people are going, yeah. A lot of people are going to flip out over this new information, which once again is nothing new to me. The crafts are old style crafts. My battery saver's just turned on because, or it's telling me to turn on my battery saver because I've been uploading a less than 5-minute video all night long, over 8 hours. Finally got posted this morning, you know. But talk about pathetic. But anyways, I got a really quick get this done over with. So the release of these files, and then President Trump coming out and making his little statement. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and release these, and we'll just leave it up to the public to figure out just what the hell is going on. Seriously? Man, you're starting to sound just like the FBI. You know? throughout my lifetime, you know, what good has the FBI been when it's always, well, we're offering $1 million reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of so and so. Okay? They can never get their job done, so they always rely on the public. And other intelligence agencies do the same thing. And so even though we have these reports coming out that are declassified, that, you know, come from astronauts and pilots and so on, so you know what? No, those are government files, which is just crap as far as I'm concerned. You want the real stories? You go to the people that have had close encounters of whatever kind. Okay? That's where the real stories are. That's where the real information is. Not this garbage that the government feels that they have to hide from the people for whatever reasons. And now slowly coming out and divulging information that, well, I've got books that had pictures, drawings, illustrations, witness accounts, eyewitness accounts, people that have claimed abductions, and all that in books. Books from 1960s, 1970s. There's no new revelations as far as I'm concerned. And then when the president of this country comes out and says, yeah, we're just going to leave it up to the public to figure out what the hell's going on, well, I guess that's much akin to the FBI and their little rewards of, well, okay, we're just going to leave it up to the public to come forth and solve the crimes for us. Yeah. And it's basically the same with, you know, with any other intelligence agencies. Because why? They're always spying on the public. Why? Because we apparently and evidently know more than what they know. Because we live in reality, and they don't. Don't ever listen to anyone in a suit and a tie. That's how I look at it. If you're in a business to where, you know, you have to wear a clown suit every day, you're a clown. And I don't care what profession it is. Not at all. And once again, they leave it to the public. Oh, so what, are they going to start listening to the conspiracy theorists? Because why? We've been right over so many things throughout history. Is that why they listen or want the public's opinions? Yeah, because we live in this world. They live in their own bubble. Right? We actually have the power because we have the knowledge of which they desire. Once again, why? Because they don't live in the same reality as what we do. We, the people, have the power. And so when it comes down to anything that might either already be here on Earth, or is coming down, or coming up, or whatever the case may be, it's going to be up to us. Not the government, not the militaries. Nope. Because, why? Well, they've already proved it now by saying we'll leave it up to the public to figure out what the hell is going on. Alright, that's my little rant for today, as I still have a lot of content from yesterday to post. And doing it with a dying battery. Yeah, fun stuff. Alright, that's enough. I need to finish up what I'm doing out here, get it all wrapped up, so we can continue on with this day and whatever surprises it may yield. So on that note, thank you for watching. Take care. Have a great one. Skywise out. 10:40 a.m. on this Saturday morning, May 9th, 2026. Well, it's hard to believe that just half hour ago, we were under more or less completely blue skies, such as right in here, and we are, what, blurred out? Yeah, so all of this has moved in, if you will, and well, not too long ago, I was watching Saturday mid-morning news from Grand Rapids and the weather report. And well, as far as today, I don't believe that the meteorologists have a clue as far as our weather. Stating, well, this is the narrative since this morning. Yeah, we were supposed to be under all cloudy skies today. No, it wasn't supposed to be increasing of cloudiness. No, it was to be cloudy all day. And we're supposed to be, oh, above 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It's rather nice out here, even though we do have quite a blustery breeze that is apparently the same case high up overhead as the stuff is moving quite rapidly. And this just keeps capturing my attention back here. More likely very difficult to see, but I'm not going to dim down the lighting. So anyways, there's also the narratives that, well, we could have rain, we could have pop-up showers, or we could have thunderstorms. A lot of could haves was being reported. And that's basically how the weather reports went this morning. Is a lot of, well, we could have this, we could have that. And yeah, we do have our motocross dirt track down the road doing some kind of a event or something. Imagine if there is no so-called precipitation, that our drag strip could have something going on down there. I don't know, I don't keep up on that stuff. But even under these, well, I'm just going to say artificial conditions, it is rather pleasant out here for what we have going on. And yeah, as I was going to state, so the last couple of days I've recorded these rings around the sun, and in times past, according to observations of patterns, typically those rings would indicate precipitation to move in anywhere from 1 to 3 days. So with these could have scenarios through the weather reports, and having those rings being present for the last couple of days, one could imagine some form of precipitation to come about. Yeah, that's the long story short. Yeah, like I said, I think I've been out here under these conditions just a wee little too much, and I also believe it's had its effects. Still have a rather stuffy nose, and well, today it's been a very lethargic feeling day, and of course I'm still having, I don't like to say headache, but yeah. But then again, man, this thing is just like moving in and growing in size. Well, anyways, I got a lot of recordings to get posted at this given point in time. Still waiting to see if there's going to be any kind of colorations to come about. I don't think there's anything as such so far. So I guess, basically, it is what it is, and whatever it shall be, it will be. Pertaining to our weather today. And we got, this is what I was focusing in on earlier, which was catching my attention. And I don't know. And I'm just beginning to ramble now, so let's go ahead and end this recording. We'll continue on at some other given point in time. Yeah, we'll do that. Skyway's out. 11:40 a.m. on this Saturday morning, May 9th, 2026. Yeah, quite breezy out here, and we have gone to practically a completely whitewashed sky, with, of course, the results being, once again, I guess we're going to have to drop the lighting down just that much more, but not all the way. But yeah, once again, we are getting the outlines of the rings. I got a halo above my head. Well, not so much one now. You know what holds the halo on top of my head? Two pointed horns. Just funnin'. Just funnin'. Now, whether these had come out any stronger in between times of recording, I couldn't tell you. I've been busy monitoring the uploading process, splicing together content in order to get posted. Yeah, he's really struggling to come out. But we've got quite the large circumference from what I can see. let's go ahead and drop this down all the way. Almost wanting to zoom in on the sun itself. I keep looking right directly at it over top of the phone. Yeah, we're not coming on all that strong, but they're there. I'm going to keep this short, once again, due to the factor of uploading and having to keep this phone charging. Yeah, fading right away. Oh, hey, come on with it. Yeah, we got us an aircraft up here. I cannot see it. Been looking at the sun too much, so I don't know if this is in focus or not. I know I keep saying that, but it is the reality that be. Yeah, okay. Off it goes. Hey, that was a nice little addition. Okay, and those have disappeared now. So, yeah, nothing but a whiteout. So on that note, well, I guess these are sort of visible again. Just slightly. But anyways, we shall end it right there. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great one. Skywise out. It's almost 11:50. Let's record just a little bit more of this, shall we? I didn't realize that with the clouds that we're getting quite like a starburst effect that is kicking off around the sun, and whether or not I can get any of that, I don't know. I've dropped the lighting down all the way. We still have an outline of the rings. Like I said, I don't know how well I'll be able to capture this. But yeah, sun rays, kind of like I said, doing a starburst effect. Oh man, this is hurting the eyes. Yeah, with a little bit of these coming back on. Just a little bit. Yeah, again, I don't know how well this turned out. I'm not even sure how well I'm targeting the sun, to be honest. I've practically blinded myself now. And I'm not even sure if we're once again in focus or not. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and end this. So once again, thank you for watching. Take care. Have a great one. Skywise out.